the pterodons, and it's pretty much getting dark now.
Is there a baby?
Yeah,
Dude, how small
are
are
they? A couple little chicklings. They're gonna die because unless you leave them the fuck alone and allow the pterodons to come back. You have no ability to take care of baby pterodons.
Oh man.
Well, welcome everybody to another edition of Dragon of ICESPIRE Peak, the 6th session. On our left we have Hartmann Bronislav, and on the right Reed the Firbolg. Okay, so when we left off, it was about middle of the day, approaching noon, right around noon. You're on the beach 10 miles south of Neverwinter. And you just killed a barbarian, you've had a short rest. You're both a little low on hit points, so if you want to spend any of your hit dice on a healing surge, now would be the time at the end of the rest. So
I'm going to use some hit dice for a healing
you have up
surge.
to 3 die 8, so
3 die 8.
how many do you want to use?
I'll use 2.
Okay. If it's not enough, you can always use your third one, but...
Yeah, I've only got 1d10 plus my constitution modifier, right?
Your hit dice are your levels, so you have 3 die 10.
3 die 10?
Plus 4.
Okay, so 4 more hit points for him. How many of your hit dice would you like to use for a healing surge? Start off with 1.
Can I borrow a pencil?
Yeah. 6. So I've got a whopping total of 10.
Okay.
10 hits, 10 hit points.
You can spend another hit die if you want.
Yeah, okay. 8. I'm fully healed.
Alright, cool. No, you're one shy.
One shy?
Because your hit points are 19 now.
Alright.
No, 17.
Yeah,
So I'll use my last
The way
one.
you write your 7s looks like a fucking 9.
I'm going to use my last hit dice to try to get one more because I'm still only at like 13.
Okay.
Up to 27.
Go for it.
6.
Okay.
6.
You can always use a healing potion too, alternatively, but...
Yeah, I want to keep those around for a little bit.
You can always, if you run into a combat encounter, your first action would be, I'm going to slam this healing potion and top off.
True. Gotta make sure I'm crisp and aware.
I've also got Sork's,
What?
his stats, like...
Oh, it's cool. I got all of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
He has a character sheet, so...
Hell yeah.
And so...
You have this dead berserker nearby.
Berserker. You already grabbed his axe, right? Hartmann.
Yeah.
You grabbed his axe? Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
I
and
like how you call me Hartmann.
when you were pulling out the treasure chest, you found the bottle of tequila I was telling you about.
Woo! You guys want to slam that?
I wish to make a wisdom check and like taste the tequila. Make sure.
Okay.
See what the dealio is.
I want to see how strong it is.
This isn't really necessary, but okay.
Well, I just want to see, you know, test it. How do I do this? Wisdom +4.
So we're all just sitting by the fire, passing a bottle of...
Well, it's not, it's midday.
It's not necessarily time to get drunk and be wandering down the beach in the middle of the day.
Good, but... Yeah,
Anyway, roll a die 20.
Die 20?
And add a +4.
That's a die 20. 18 +4, 22.
Okay, you basically need to figure out whatever you want to figure out from tasting the damn tequila, so...
Oh, I don't know, I've never experienced tequila, so apparently it's strong.
It's very potent, it's probably give you the shitty-ass hangover.
Fascinating.
13
I'm gonna
passive
hold on to
perception.
that. And I want to use Sending Stone to call the Knights of Io and get the wagon brought here. So in the Sending Stone, I wish to say, we need our wagon and a kobold team 10 miles down coast. We've collected a tithe in exchange, or for Io. Not in exchange, but just for Io.
Okay. A few moments later, you hear back through the Sending Stone the voice of Canthov. Acknowledged, hold position.
Alright.
Alright. Let's
So you got about 2-3 hours to chill for them to come down with the wagon.
Alright.
Want to eat some food?
Yeah, we can just eat, take another short rest.
Okay. You have this barbarian's body next to y'all on the beach, and he's all half crisp. Are y'all gonna? What do you do about that? Are you just gonna ignore it?
Oh, there are boats, aren't there, next to the...
No.
It was all destroyed.
It's all destroyed.
There's bits of like wrecked ship sticking out of the sand here and there, but not even enough for a whole ship. Like this is probably strewn out over a large chunk of beach.
You want to chuck them into the ocean?
Yeah, I was actually thinking that. So, Hartmann grabs his feet.
Yep.
Reed grabs his by arms.
Yeah.
Let's roll the strength checks.
Alright.
Neither of you get a bonus, just roll some strength checks. Just roll die 20. Okay.
10.
We'll keep going?
No, in combination, like, you flop them, but, like, the beach is shallow, and so he's just still just lying there, and the water's lapping over him. But it hasn't really
I walk down the
rid of
beach
the
to find
problem.
a plank of wood that's just big enough to hold him.
Okay.
If there's anything.
And, yeah, I just drag it back and plop him on it, push him to the water. Slides in a little bit faster.
Sick.
Alright.
Alright.
Push him out to drift away at sea and give him a nice proper... You don't even set him on fire and give him a Viking burial.
Nah.
Stork uses firebolt after he's partially way down there. One last firebolt.
Alright. He was a valid warrior. It was an honorable, worthy fight.
It was an honorable worthy
He
fight.
deserves to go to Valhalla.
But sadly,
Valhalla.
he died from firebolt.
Vanilla.
I'm sure going to Valhalla through firebolt is not the way you wished.
Alright, well, after a couple of hours, Shanjan, the dragonborn priest, shows up on the wagon with your horse, and he's got about 4 kobolds with him in the back.
Alright. Hello, Sanjan. We actually have some tithes for you. Tithes. Yes, tithes. Let's see here. We have 2 copper chalices, close of gold vestments, and 1,900 copper pieces.
Well, that's incredibly generous. The Church of Io, of course, greatly appreciates such generosity. So.
And we get all these items separated into Hartmann's bag that we used to hold Sork in, and then hand it off. We say thank you very much for the wagon.
Shall we continue our journey southward along the coast?
And I guess that is the question. Are you going to continue on down the beach, or are you going to head back to Neverwinter now that you got some money?
No, man, let's keep going. We gotta find
wash
more.
him away.
Alright, that's about 3 in the afternoon. You still have 15 miles you can make in the day, but that'll push you into like the early evening hours.
Yeah, I say we can do that.
So you can make another 10 miles before high tide starts. So you can.
Alright, so I say we go along the coast till we find a part that's lowered that we can actually go up with our horse and our wagon.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, because you're
we
not
have
going
a
to want to
wagon
be stuck on the
yeah, we
beach
have
at
a
the wrong
wagon,
time.
we have our horse. We only have 2 days of food though for the
Alright.
horse, so we might have to like leave it to graze.
Okay, well, pick a figure to serve as the party leads.
Just 'cause
the
he's
mark on the map,
smallest.
and it's not quite so confusing. And you'd be You started here, 1, 2, so you'd be right about here. So you can make another 10 miles. Probably about 5 miles down, you find a break where you can bring the cart and the horse up on the top of the cliff, but you'd still be in the same grid.
10 miles
So-
would be like right
How
there.
tall is the cliff?
It ranges
No, that's
in
5
size.
miles, so that's about the point where you'd start, and then you can make it to here before you have to roll for another encounter.
Alright, encounter time.
Let's do this shit.
And see what happens.
I want to be leading the party due to I've obviously.
Well, you have the animal handling skill, so you'd be the one driving the cart most of the time since you're actually skilled in that. Also, you got the tool proficiency for land vehicles, so you're obviously the proper guy to be driving the car.
So
I get 5 superiority die?
I believe it's 4 or 5. Double check that in your player's handbook while
everything is building up.
So you get to roll a die 6 and see if you have another encounter this day before you stop.
Do
and
it,
count.
baby, do it.
Make something cool.
You
1.
come across a dragon. You die.
Okay, well, since you're at the top of the cliff, as you're trundling along, you see a couple of winged shapes circling around and sometimes diving down to like just off the edge of the cliff where you can't really see, and then you'd see another one kind of fly back up and stuff.
Kind of like shoot down the side of the cliff and come back up.
Yeah, they seem to be doing something on the cliff face, and so if you're on the beach, it'd be a bit more easier to tell what the fuck they are doing, but you can't really see from that angle, but you can see things flying and going down and coming up.
Interesting.
From a distance, you're like a mile
What's
away
up?
when you first see them.
What do we see?
Oh, so we can see them from a mile away.
Yeah. This would have been more of a surprise encounter if you were still on the beach, but since you're up on top, you get the jump. Because they're up
Can
in
I
the air,
use a-
But you're far away. That's why you first see you're gonna have to get closer. Or
You wanna get a little bit
I don't believe
closer?
you have any magic that would allow you to.
Because there's some flying things that are on the edge.
Or
of
do
the
you
cliff.
want to divert around?
Or yeah, do you
I'm
want-
sorry, I was trying to find this information. Describe the scene again.
Alright, so at the edge of a cliff, there are
About a
two-
mile away, you see some things flying up above and then kind of dipping down beyond what you can see from the edge of the cliffs to the oceans, and then flying back up, just wheeling around in the sky, circling. But you're like a mile away, so you can't really make out what they are. But since it's a mile away, they're probably on the large size. Because you wouldn't be seeing little sparrows from such a distance or something.
Is there any kind of like geographic formation that would give us like sort of some cover? Like trees or...
There's every once in a while there's like really sad little smallish trees here and there
But
along the
nothing
coastline,
really
but
hide
it's
away.
not forested by any means, and not really much in the way of cover. Just like mostly trunk and just a little sprig of leaves at the end and a bunch of twisted branches kind of stuff. Here and there might be like small boulders, but nothing significant.
Do you want to hitch the horse and then sneak up, see what we can find?
I
Oh,
mean,
Sork could sneak up with his cloak.
yeah, but it's like a mile away.
Let's hitch the horse.
So you can stay and let Sork run off and spy and then come back, or you could run off as an animal and spy and come back.
Hawk.
I can't turn into any flying or swimming animals.
No, yeah.
Shit.
Let's see, I could probably turn into a cat. I haven't really looked around to see any other animals.
Yeah, like I said, you can run it as pre-established that you'd know the basic forest animals just out of familiarity.
Let's close the distance a little bit. Not too much.
So-
Maybe quarter mile, half a mile. That's pretty good.
For purpose of figuring out how you want to approach this,
Yes,
here,
give me my animal list.
yeah, so you can decide whether or not you'd want to do it or send Sork.
Because Sword could use the
cloak.
He's got the elven cloak, and he's also, has a little bit of a dexterity, so he'd do well.
You show it.
Here we
I
go,
have
beast
4.
shapes. Anything of 1-4 or lower, so anything up to anything on the list down to wolf, and wolf's the last thing on that part. That does not have a swimming or flying speed. It's got to be entirely a terrestrial animal. And for northern forests, because there might be things in there for more like southern climate forests too. So
I totally just turned into a boar.
We get like snuck up, like get like grabbed by.
You're squealing.
like you want something stealthy. So what's a boar got in terms of stealth? Like the cat gives you get a +4 stealth skill as a cat.
Yeah.
A boar probably not. No.
Yeah, giant weasel, giant rat, hyena, deer, badger. Badger's kind of small though. Giant badger.
Giant weasel might actually be another one because they got fucking, or even a regular weasel for that matter.
What about a giant lizard?
Dude.
Your idea is to get up and spy on them. Stealth +5 for a giant weasel. That's even more stealthy than a cat.
So yeah, I turned into a giant weasel.
What's a regular weasel?
+20.
+1 automatic success. No, they're also stealth 5. So a weasel or a giant weasel.
Same stealth.
Yeah.
But
you've already used it once today, so this is the last time you can use shapeshift today. Or do you send Sork?
Cinch Sork. Be gone, thought.
Okay.
Alright, Sork, we need you to go and just get a little bit closer, try to figure out what's going on. And it's like, come back.
Okay, he sounds like Toad.
Okay! Alright.
March! Maneuver save.
What you doing?
I'm just writing down my Battlemaster combat superiority stats.
You wait. And you wait.
And Sork's dead.
And then you wait some more. And yeah. So how long are you willing to wait without Sork coming back before you're like, we need to go find out what the fuck just happened to Sork? Because I just rolled a 1.
So I want to wait like maybe 10 minutes.
A mile away, it's going to take him at least 15 to 20 minutes just to walk there in the first place and then come back.
You shouldn't have to get all the way there.
Yeah. So, like,
I'm saying
you're talking like a minimum of half-hour time just
Sure.
to reasonably wait for him to get close and come back.
So, wait half hour, maybe 45 minutes, just to like give him some extra time.
Okay.
Should I reduce one of my rations, by the way?
And we're right about at dusk by now, so it's going to be nighttime real soon. The sun's
Oh, shit.
getting closer and closer to the horizon.
You think Sork's okay?
Tide's coming up so that the beach is no longer even there right now because the tide has started to come up too.
I say we hitch the horse, go up and see if he's okay.
There's no real place to hitch the horse.
One of the scraggly little trees or something, but they're not really.
Yeah.
It's not going to obscure it.
What's in the gut again?
Everything.
Oh man.
Like we have. I put my woodcarver's tools, iron pot, shackles, Sork's legal papers, the tequila, engraved bone dice, gold bracelet, killer whale bone statue, and small mirror set, along with shovel and just all the silver and.
Alright, you lead the horse and I'll cover you with my crossbow. Sounds good?
How about, due to you have a good dexterity, you go ahead of the horse and I just follow in the wagon.
You could alternatively do the shapeshifting thing and sneak up and have him wait and hold back, and then you try to go see what the fuck's going on and then come back and collect the rest of you.
So I turn into a giant weasel now. Do I gotta roll anything for that?
No, you don't have to roll a shapeshift.
Cool.
Roll a stealth roll with a +5 to see how well you.
What's the stealth?
It's a skill. I believe it's dexterity. But
Dexterity is 11 nothing.
Yeah.
So 1 die 5. 1 die 5.
Yeah, and you're not proficient at it, so just roll a die 20 and then add 5.
1 at 5, that's a 6.
Wow.
I am doing okay. So might not be here.
Alright, well as you're approaching. So here we go.
D8s.
We're just gonna have to just in our head. We know you're coming in, you're trying to sneak in, but you sneak like shit. And one of the things that swoops in, comes into attack. It's a pterodon. That is not at all what that looks like.
Oh,
but
damn.
You know what a pterodon is, right?
Like a
Pterodactyl.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and that's what those things are that are flying around over the
I'm
other
not
side.
even close to this.
No, you're not yet. So you're gonna have to deal with this pterodon attacking you. So you're gonna. It's a surprise roll. Because he rolled so shittily, so he's going to get one free attack on you. Your AC is what?
Currently,
Yeah.
19.
Okay, you got that going for you at least.
You got that going for you.
Alright, it swoops overhead, but like your weasel agility, you like leap out to the side, but now you know you got what you're dealing with cliff-dwelling dino birds.
Takes a turn to change back, I believe.
You should come back and...
Or you can just pelt back in weasel form.
Yeah, I pelt back in weasel form, and I'm like, Hartman.
Chipmunk voice.
You can't even
Giant
actually
weasel,
really
perilous.
make human noises. You can just kind of try to get something that sounds like a word out. But
So I just kind of screech as I'm running.
You're just, yeah, weasel screaming all the way back. Alright. Weasel runs up. Do you shapeshift back out of weasel form as you reach the cart?
Yep.
All
Pretty much
right.
jump in the cart and like just turn back to the person like, oh.
Dude, what'd you see?
Pterodons.
Oh shit.
I didn't
How
see
many?
Stork. I didn't see Stork. I don't know. It's one swooped up my head. And
Oh, and as you like looking back in that direction, it seems like the one that attacked you, like they're all riled up. You see even more of them now wheeling around that area. You have no idea if Sork's dead or alive or what happened to him.
Oh no. Are they in range? Can I take a shot at them?
You're gonna have to move closer to combat them.
Alright.
Or we could just say goodbye to Stork and keep moving.
Well, I mean, I want to see what... Well, there's a lot to this situation. Do you want to just take a look at?
Oh, we can go look.
Alright. I say we advance, and we just like try and very passively move past them.
So we're still trying to. Oh, you're saying advance? Completely just say goodbye to Stork?
No, we're just
Or
moving
advancing to him?
Yeah, advance towards the... How
Oh,
many,
so
how many
we're
are there?
sneaking.
Do we see? Do we
You
count?
can be able to sneak with the cart and all that kind of stuff, and they're quite active, and there's no way to hide. They're up in the air. They're aware of your presence.
There are like 5 of them, maybe 6, handful.
They're not coming after you, so you got that.
We could leave Stork. But he does have some information I still wanted to try to get from him.
And useful tactics.
And
useful.
he is kind of useful because he's a spellcaster.
And but dude, how many pterodactyls do we see like just flying around? Like 5, 6?
It's hard to tell because of the movement, but like no more than a dozen, but definitely more than like 3 or 4.
Alright,
So somewhere between 5 and a dozen.
So there's like a murder of these things.
Roll a perception roll with a DC of 15 to get a specific number of what you think the actual count is.
Alright. Let's do this shit.
Beat a 15.
18.
All right, there's 8.
And I have high perception, so I get a
Yeah.
I get plus 3.
You beat a 15. That's all that matters. So
Alright.
How many are there?
there's 8 pterodons.
8? Do you think we could take them? That's a lot, but
They're swooping. All I really have.
I got my great axe to be a nice test.
We could try.
Would be a nice test.
Alright.
Do you have any ranged weapons?
I down my last health potion real quick.
All right, roll for.
One die. How much?
It'll say
One
on
die
the
eight?
health potion card.
I believe it's 1 die 8. No, 2 die 4 plus 2.
Ooh. Hey, I want to let you know. I know that you're a little squishy. You aren't as tough as I am, but you can like commit to a dodge roll while you're moving.
3 and 3. So that's 6.
Plus 2, so 8. You get more 8 hit points.
8 on top of 19, which is
It's 27.
sweet. It brings me right up to top.
Nice.
Alright, cool.
So we're all topped off. Let's go at this. Hopefully we don't die.
Hopefully.
Alright, we need some initiative rolls. I need a piece of scratch paper.
I got 17.
I got 15.
Hang on.
But if I remember correctly, an actual pterodon was like almost 20-foot wingspan. So
These aren't quite that supersized.
Here.
They only got 13 hit points.
No, it's
They're
not too
that
bad.
big.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. They are flying creatures.
These aren't the bigger, like the Quetzalcoatlus type pterodons. These are more like the smaller types.
Alright, so
Not super giant, but about the size of like condors. I mean, they're big for birds standards, but they're not like gargantuan type dinosaur creatures.
Well, good thing I can use Thorn Whip.
Right, anyway, so I'm going to give their initiatives.
Your strength score determines the amount of weight you can bear. The following terms define what you can lift or carry. Carrying capacity, push or drag. Your carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15. So I can lift 155 pounds.
Nice.
Okay, what were your initiative rolls?
17 and 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
Respectively.
Mm-hmm.
17, 15. Alright, I'm resting them up into groups of batches of 2. They'll like swoop in 2 at a time. Alright, so as you get close enough to have an attack, what's their speed? 16, okay. What is the range on your crossbow?
60.
Pretty good. 60.
Alright, so within 60 feet you can both strike at each other. So at the 60-foot out range, put yourselves all yourselves on the map.
Yeah,
somewhere. Just place somewhere. Yeah, don't have Stork obviously, but get both of you. You're walking up
60
along the
feet,
cliff.
so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Well, I'm saying, like, as you get up close enough that you could shoot it, a pair of these pterodons swoops in for the attack, and they got a slightly higher initiative, so they'll go first.
Right.
So, pterodon A of this batch.
And we didn't use an action or anything to prepare anything.
No, yeah, it's got its. You haven't had an action. This is the beginning of combat. The first batch has a higher initiative.
So they're sweeping in before we can do anything.
They're taking their move action to get within biting distance, and they're each going to make a bite attack on both of y'all.
Alright.
So Pterodon A, that's attacking. You got the higher initiative, so it's attacking Reed is going to make a bite. +3 to hit. Does not strike.
Sweet.
Pterodon B tries to make a bite at Hartmann.
I got an AC of 16.
Yeah, does not hit.
Ooh.
Alright.
Alright, now Reed, you have your action.
Here's some
Alright.
combat references if you need any.
That's cool. I use Thorn Whip.
Don't get too buried in reading the rules while you should be paying attention.
I use Thorn Whip to try to just slash it out of the sky.
Okay. Roll strike against the one that attacked you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Little turd swinging at me.
You gotta beat a 13.
Alright, hit dice. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's because it's not any of those. There.
It'd be whatever
1 by
your
6 piercing.
Okay. And you use your spell attack bonus, so.
Yeah.
And we're
So roll a die
attacking.
20.
We're attacking as they're swooping in.
Yeah.
Sick.
19.
Alright, you hit it. Do damage.
1 die 6. 2.
Alright,
But
2
can
points.
I also just like pull it 10 feet down?
Yeah, you can do that. And that'd be enough to yank it to the ground, because it had to be low enough to the ground to try to bite you.
Alright, so yeah, I like do that. It only does 2 points damage, but I like hurl it to the ground.
Alright.
And the one that struck at me. I want to test out my axe for the first time. Let's take it.
Alright. Beat a 13.
13 plus 2.
Alright, you hit it.
Nice. Now, ooh.
1 die 12 damage, and you get to re-roll your 1s or 2s.
This is gonna be my battle one. This is gonna be for my great axe.
Alright.
I got a 6.
Alright.
It's all coming together.
Yes. Dude, that's a solid. That's like basically what my short sword was doing.
Yeah,
on
you
max.
said they only had like a 13 hit points, so
Mhm.
damn it. Probably just like sliced its wings. Like,
Yeah.
oh, damn. Cut its toe.
So one of them's downed.
Yeah, so one of them's like
On the ground. Alright. The other ones continue to wheel about in the air, so...
Could I try and take
The one that's on the ground makes a bite at Reed. Does not hit, though.
Okay.
This thing's just
Dang.
snapping on
The one
No.
that you just struck makes a double move and flies out of range.
Ooh, that was bleeding, I bet.
I
Reed, your turn.
I try to use the talking to animal skill. Like, just try to get the basic gist of how it feels.
They're defensive. They're defending something. You're intruders. You're near something precious to them. You must be stopped.
Ooh.
Can I use a wisdom check to see which direction I go to see which it's really anxious about? Or is it most likely just the cliff face?
You're using this as your action if you're making checks, so
Right,
okay.
And actually, instead, I just use entangle.
Otherwise, you're just talking for now.
I just use entangle.
Hold it down.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Pterodactyl friend.
I'm thinking about it.
How big is this dude?
So,
Like I said, it's about the size of a condor.
Oh.
But it's a pterodactyl.
Yeah,
not a
grasping
bird.
weeds and vines sprout from the ground in 20-foot squares starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground area to difficult terrain.
If we can tame one.
A creature in the area when you cast a spell succeed in a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature
All right.
restrained by
So
the
your savings throw for spells is
Your
your save 14. So it's got to beat a 14. It's got a bonus of +1 to strength. All right, it's successfully entangled.
Yes.
All right, Hartman.
Do you want me to finish it off?
Do you chop it down now that he's got it entangled?
I could. Do you want me to finish it off?
Do you execute this pterodon?
Or I could just take
So you have no idea what his plan is. Do you let him know, I want to do something else with this pterodon? I'm trying to talk to the animals.
Yes,
I want to speak to the animal.
Okay, I'm coming up on it with the crossbow and you stop me.
I'm like, wait, we need answers.
Okay.
Where is Sork?
Alright.
Okay.
Did you see a no? Ask him about
Where
the gnome.
is this guy? He always just standing side by side.
Yeah. And then
Alright.
this one flew off.
And you have a 20 fair square foot. So take the green.
And
Where is exactly your 20? Where
it
was
says
he?
start from the caster.
All right. So just
So 20 is 4 squares, or is it 2?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 4 squares by 4 squares.
I stay on the alert and with my crossbow ready and I look and make sure there's no other what do they call it? And I make sure there's no other
You get it. There's a
enemies.
All right. So that one's on the ground. Second batch of pterodons fly in to rescue their poor little buddy. They wheel down. They're in attack range. They're making their bombing run. First one.
Alright, it's only up to 1 minute.
Alright. Well, if you want me to finish it off, give me the word.
Mrs.
That's 6
Reed.
rounds.
Second one. Manages to strike Hartman.
Oh.
So you take a bite attack for 2d4 plus 1 piercing damage. 2d4 plus 1. Take 7 points of damage.
Can I parry that? With
If
the
you-
superiority die?
Yeah, if you want.
Sick. Okay.
You have to spend one of your superiority die.
And it's this plus my dex.
And how does the card work? Where's the cards?
Cards in here.
You should have all that shit out.
So it's actually pretty
Poorly prepared.
pretty simple. All it is you can expend 1 superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll in the superiority die plus your dex modifier, which is 3.
So he takes no damage.
Alright, cool. Alright, you parried it. And you're down 1 superiority die.
Yay.
Alright.
Did you determine whether it was 5 or 6? 4 or 5.
It was pardon?
How many superiority dice you have? Was
4.
it 4 or 5?
So now I got 3.
Okay. Alright.
And
You're next, I believe.
yeah. I use Thornwood.
No, the pterodon that's on the ground is next.
Oh, right.
Strength check.
Well, it only lasts 1 minute.
Okay, it does manage to bust itself free of the entanglement.
Oh,
So,
man.
so tis free again. Do you have another?
Yeah, I can put it back on its stick. No, it's still grounded. It hasn't taken off yet, but yeah.
It's prepared.
But it struggled free of the vines.
I'm alive. Let's hear a caw and rip at vines. Let's see here.
Now it's back to Reed's turn.
Go, bro. Take him out, yo. Take him out. Take him out.
You can thunderwave them all at once.
Yeah, but they're flying, so they could just be like...
It would knock them distance and still do damage.
Yeah, right. Thunderwave still be effective. Thunderwave! Again. 15-foot cube originating from you must be a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom, audible up to 300 feet. Cool.
I mean, it's your
Actually,
best
I could
attack
also
spell
use it
that I
as
know of.
a second level spell, and for a second level spell slot, and I can make it to where it does 1d8 damage. Increases by 1d8 damage for each level slot above.
Okay.
So yeah, I do that. I use a second level spell of Thunder Wave to make it to where I can use 3 2d8 damage.
Okay, and they gotta make
Wait.
Constitution saves.
Yes.
Their Constitution has no bonus, so 3 Constitution saves for 15-foot cube.
Yeah, 15-foot cube around, so that's
From where
1, 2...
you'll miss one of them.
Yeah, I missed this one back here.
Alright.
But isn't that the one that...
No, you'll miss this one. These
Oh.
2 you can hit.
Alright, then yeah.
Alright, so
It's
2A has to beat a 14. Does not beat a 14, so he'll take full damage and is pushed back 10. So the full damage is what?
full damage is on a field save, creature takes 2d8, but since I'm using it as a second level, it's 3d8.
Alright, roll 3d8.
Let's see. 2, 1, 6, so that's 9.
Yep. Okay.
And any other one take damage?
And it pushes it back 10 feet.
Yep.
This one takes damage. That's fine. Yeah. It also fails.
3, 3, 3, so it's 9 again.
Alright.
I am destroying these things with my
And
thunder
it's also
wave.
pushed back 10 feet. Okay.
Alright.
Hartman.
Okay, so I want to use my action surge to do a double hit on that
Are you close enough?
on the one that's close enough. I close the distance when he comes in to bite me after the parry,
Yeah.
and then I go for it. So here's my
attack
first.
number 1, beat a 13.
4 fuck. And
With
then
the attack bonus? Yeah, okay. First attack missed. Second attack.
3 missed? Really?
God, you're just like, "Ah!" You're just flipping out, but not actually
out
making
over it.
content with anything.
Dang, nothing.
Alright. Pterodon 1A, with only its minimal 2 hit points left, flies the fuck off.
Later.
I am off. That's it off.
It's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, screw him, right?
Should have killed him.
I was trying.
Should have ended his life.
I wanted answers. Still do.
Oh, wait a minute, that was the last guy to move. These 2 still have their... Okay,
We'll be fine.
he's down to 4. He flees.
Nice. So we just got
This one makes a counterattack bite. And manages to hit 2d4 plus what? Plus 1. Does 6 points of
I
damage.
parry that bitch. 8.
Alright.
Get off my dick, bro.
Alright, and you got 2 superiority dice left.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
So you can't hit it, but you're definitely blocking every hit it's trying to make.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. The parrying.
Alright.
It's pretty effective.
Okay, and then it comes back around to the first pterodon, which flies off.
I parry the dragon's tail whip. Okay.
Alright.
Now it's Reed's turn.
I use Thorn Whip on the last one that's remaining.
Ooh, let's end this one.
So it's where do I...
So they're prone when they're like that, right?
When they're on the ground.
Can I put my
They're
boot on its
effectively
neck?
prone. He's not prone right now, he's still in the air.
Yeah, that one's still flying. Yeah, Thorn Whip 30 feet and pull it up to 10 feet closer, 1d6.
He's close, although you can always move a bit to the side. You're allowed to move. The entanglement started to dissipate by now.
Yeah, it's been 1 minute.
Entangle him, and I'll tie him up.
I don't want to have to put another entanglement. That's pain. But honestly, I could use Thorn Whip and just pull it down, and in that time, you can try to do a Constitution or Strength thing to try to tie it up.
Yeah.
I also need to remember. I need to look up lassoing.
All right. So yeah, use Thorn Whip. It's 1d6 piercing.
Roll. You gotta roll your attacks. It'll be a 13 with a +6.
7 + 6.
13. It does not exceed 13. Alright, you just really like whip it, but
I just snap at it.
it swings its body in the air and dodges. Okay. Hartman,
What's up?
your turn again.
Alright.
You've used your Action Surge,
Yep.
so you can just make a single attack.
Yep. Okay. You know what? I should have used that precision on my superiority, but fuck it. I go for another hit. That's 19.
Alright, you hit it this time.
Alright. Come here, baby.
Destroy it.
Come on, give me that sexy little 12. Oh, I got 8.
Alright.
Not bad. Dude, this great axe.
I mean, it's doing
It's
damage.
chunking, bro.
It's taking the hits.
Alright. In its turn,
Clink.
it double moves and flies off. But now a third batch of pterodons are now flying in.
Bring it on.
So, Pterodon 3A attacks Reed. 15 and 3 is 8. Still does not manage to hit.
I'm just eluding these guys.
Yeah. You got a decent dex.
How did you get high that high on your AC?
Oh, it's 'cause
AC
you're-
armor class? Because I was wearing leather armor.
11 plus your dexterity bonus. Plus you have a proficiency bonus of 2. So that should only be 13, not 19.
Yeah, it's
No,
13.
armor class is 13.
Okay.
Mine's 16.
Where did I hear 19 from?
I don't know.
Because he rolled so shittily, so he's going to get one free attack on you. Your AC is what?
Currently,
Yeah.
19.
Your AC is what? Currently? Yeah, 19. Okay, you got that going.
Dude, I'm pretty hard to hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to re-roll that attack because I can't remember what the fucking dice roll was. So 3 misses. Okay.
Alright.
Pterodactyl 3B attacks Hartman. 12 and 3 is 15. So your AC is what, 16?
Yes.
Misses. Alright. Reed.
I scream at Hartman to throw me some rope.
Ooh.
Okay, that's not an action yet. You're allowed to talk all you want. You can still make a move and you can still do an action. But you're not going to be able to get the rope until it's his turn.
Yes. Nice.
Or actually,
You have rope, don't you?
I don't. You have all the rope.
What?
You have all the rope.
Okay, fine.
Alright.
So it's also going to force him to stop attacking because he's going to have to dig it out of his bag. It's not
Okay,
like he
so
just has
instead-
the candy
It's
ready.
yeah, it's on the
Instead,
side of
I
my bag.
just run to Hartman and I just kind of like throw open his bag and I'm just like, give me your shit.
No, it's on the side of my bag. You can just grab it right off.
And I like just run over.
Anyway, that's a movement and an action to do that. So that's basically what you do in your turn is you go and you
Sick.
up to him and pull the rope off the bag. Okay.
Alright, so I
Alright.
grabbed his rope.
Hartman.
Hartman. Wait, where'd my D20 go?
I don't know.
Just roll that one.
I got 16, and I swipe at the one that's trying to come at me again.
Okay.
And
That's enough to hit it, do damage.
okay, baby.
Destroy. So,
Oh man, I got a 6
Okay.
coming at me, bro. Kinda busy.
3A continues to want to take you
My
out.
D20. D6.
And continues to be a fuck up of a pterodon. 3B
The entire time he's like,
flies
I
the
didn't hit a single
fuck
one.
off.
alright.
These pterodons do not seem to want to die.
That's good. I mean, we're fine. We're fending
So
off.
we're back to Reed.
Use the rope that I just got from Hartman, and I pretty much try to lasso this pterodon.
Ooh. Okay, so you grabbed the one off my bag?
Yeah,
That's the hempen rope.
hempen rope.
Yeah.
All right. So I get the hempen rope, and I'm kind of just like throwing it in loops, trying to like tangle it.
Okay, well this isn't like...
It isn't tied up, so it's just like a rope essentially, and you're just trying to like get the rope on him.
Kind of.
Okay. Hopefully that works. You can do a D20. I've heard this being done before. You just have to get above a certain like AC.
Yeah. Don't worry about how other people run their shit. You're not playing with their game.
Is it possible?
I'm just saying, like, your character is skilled in, like, has any skill in lassoing stuff.
Well, he has animal handling, nature, and survival.
Yeah. DC 20 animal handling.
+4. Animal handling.
Yeah, you have to beat a 20. The difficulty is 20, so you have to be able to roll and beat a 20, even with your +4 bonus.
Alright.
This is really fun.
17 +4, 21.
Alright, you lasso a pterodon.
Alright.
It squawks. It's not happy about this. Well, you now have a lasso pterodon. 2 more pterodons fly into attack from the other direction.
And question, is this pterodon big enough to ride on?
No.
Damn.
No, not at all. These aren't the kind of animals that are to be able to be domesticated in any way. They're not friendly. You can get what they're saying, but they're not buddy kind of animals like mammals.
Alright.
They're cold, heartless reptiles.
Yeah. So okay. But anyway, we got.
I tied this one down.
All right, Hartman. Did you have an action?
Yeah.
Before these other pterodons come in, because you're what we were waiting on.
2 and 3. So you know.
This one's good.
Yeah, that pterodon.
You haven't tied down, so what are you doing after that?
Want to finish it off?
You have a healing potion, you've taken a lot of damage, do you want to take an action
I
to
haven't
heal?
taken any damage.
Oh yeah, you keep parrying it, yeah. Alright.
Decapitate this.
Alright, I get my axe really quick, and I just like bring it down on that mother.
Alright, beat a 13 with an attack roll.
I missed. Like, what?
It's not unconscious and it's
still
struggling.
storming. It's just tied.
8 plus
2.
2, 10.
Alright, no, it's
Just flailing around.
yanks around. Alright, 2 more pterodons come in for the attack. You dare you try to kill our little buddy? 4A. Hits a natural 20 on its attack on Reed.
Wait, before that, could I use a superiority die to do a precision attack? Real quick?
No, it's not your turn yet.
But it was, and I forgot.
These other ones haven't come in yet. No.
Cool.
You can't revise things because you forget shit.
Okay.
Alright, so it gets a natural 20 and...
So he's going to do
14.
double damage. 4 and 1 is 5 plus... Or just take 5. Okay, you take 10 points of damage.
10 points.
Oof. Are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm at 17 still.
Jeez, you have... Oh, man, why do you have so many hit points?
He rolls better than you.
Dang.
I'm surviving.
Dude, we're in the same, like...
Alright, 4B. Flying in at Hartman's back. 13 and 3 is 16. It's not quite enough to get over your AC. Alright. Alright, so it goes back to Reed.
I guess I just use my quarterstaff to try to knock this thing unconscious.
Or kill it.
Honestly,
Just make an attack.
Yeah.
If you hit it to 0, it'll knock it out instead of killing it, since you called that. But you still have to knock down its hit points to 0.
Alright. And so, rolling for the attack. 5. Plus 6.
It's not a 13. Okay. Hartman.
Alright. Could I do a sweeping attack?
On these other two.
Yeah.
And not hit.
And not hit Reed?
Preferably. You'd have to, like, sweep in.
It does say on this...
The way this is positioned, though,
when you hit
they're not at all aligned with each other if you've got them properly in their boxes.
It says, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to damage another creature with the same attack. Choose another creature within 5 feet of the original target. And
that's 10 feet
It's
away.
not, it's not going to work.
Alright, if the original attack roll would hit the second... Okay, well...
They're not together. They're all kind of separate from each other. So no.
Alright, well...
You can just make a normal attack.
This one's damaged, right?
Yes.
The one that's on the ground is hurt, yeah.
And that one, that other one just swooped in and...
No, actually, no, the one on the ground is, because that was the one that was attacking you that you lassoed. That one still has full hit points. It's just lassoed. It hasn't been hurt.
Oh, man. So is it's lassoed, which means that it's, was it grappled?
It's got a rope tied around its neck, so as long as you have hold of the rope, it's going to have a hard time getting away. On its next turn, it might try to fly off, so you'll have to make a strength check to hold on.
Does it have disadvantage?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Well, I want to go and take I want to take a swipe at that one that's on the ground just to end that one. So
Okay.
I go again at that.
So you're going to ignore the one that's at your back.
Yeah.
All right.
Almost like he just missed me.
All right, beat a 13.
15, boy.
All right. Roll damage.
Oh, come on, baby. 8.
All right.
I chop that guy on the ground. They're pretty squishy, right? Like they ain't that tough.
You haven't killed one yet, but you've been driving them off. Okay.
This is fun. I dig this fight.
So the one that's on the ground and tied up that he just got hit is going to make a strength. Going to try to pull away. Make opposing strength checks.
All right.
No, I'm the one holding it.
Yeah, you're the one holding the rope, so it's got a strength of +1. 11. You got to be a 12.
17.
All right, you managed to hold on to it as it's flapping and trying to get off the ground.
Just trying to, and I slash it with my axe.
4A, the one that just did all that damage to Reed. He's going to try to do some more damage to Reed, but fails this time. 4B fails to attack Hartman.
Nice.
It's my turn.
Reed.
Alright.
These pterodactyls are really on the losing end. I thought the numbers would get us, but we're holding pretty.
Honestly, due to they just keep swarming like this, I don't think we're ever going to really break through. We should probably just make a break for it.
You want to just go and see if we can go up ahead? See what they're protecting?
Because,
And we're discussing this, like...
yeah, we're just like
Yeah,
discussing.
the talk does not take up an action.
Wait, so we still have our cart next to us, right?
It's behind y'all, yeah.
Alright. Look, you go get the cart.
And they've been ignoring the horse, thankfully.
Whoa.
Seems a little agitated at all this shit going on, but isn't panicking and trying to run away.
What do you say?
We can use this one that we lassoed as a distraction. I give it to you and you start just trying to throw it around.
You're driving them off by doing at least like 5 or 6 points of damage so far, so you just need to damage these last two a little bit. And then for the most part it looks like they're just going to retreat and keep an eye on y'all from the sky, but they're like these guys are too dangerous, they're going to cut us in half.
Alright.
Alright, then I just use my quarterstaff while I'm holding on to that thing to just swing around real quick. Or I guess that means it would be one-handed, so it would be 1d6 damage after I roll.
I think we just slap around the one on the ground a little bit more.
Yeah, but due to I'm holding on to it, I won't be able
Because
to
you
use
have
two
to hold on
hands.
to this rope, yeah. So
Okay.
Alright. 1d6 we roll to attack. Beat a 13.
16.
Alright, so you
Plus
hit
6. So yeah.
roll damage.
6.
Hey!
Alright.
Do we end
Bash its head.
God!
No, but it'll probably, if it follows the pattern of the others, it'll likely just fly the fuck away when it's its turn again. Hartman.
Alright. These two are not in the question anymore, right? They're just kind of like...
They're the ones that are actively attacking you. The one that you have tied up is the least fucking threatening. It's just trying to escape.
I really want to kill one, so I'm going to kill that one on the ground again. I go for it.
Alright, beat a 13.
I got a 9 plus 2. I do a precision roll. Let's do it. Expend one of the...
Your last 2 dice you have.
Yeah, and this adds to it. So wait, what was the thing I had to beat? 13?
You gotta beat a 13.
9 plus 2, 11. So I just need to get like a
2.
A 2. 2! Hey, so
Okay.
I go for the hit. 3!
3 points of damage.
Alright. It's not dead yet.
Jeez!
Alright.
Okay. The one that was attacking you that did take damage flies off. This one is really pissed at Hartman for trying to just brutally murder its friend. And is impotent in its rage.
Just fucking flying around.
It's buzzing around your head, flapping at you with its wings, but it's not actually like doing
Pretty much
any
just trying to be
damage.
like, let this guy go. This is my cousin.
These are angry animals, not bloodthirsty monsters. As you said from reading them, like they're defending something. They're very paranoid about y'all finding something.
Which I kind of want to find, but it's also like, I'm fairly certain it's just a nest.
So we go back to Reed.
Reed? Alright.
You have the one on the ground that's almost dead, and you have the one that's behind Hartmann fluttering around.
I swing my quarterstaff at the one behind Hartmann. Try to get it out of here. 17 again.
Alright, you hit it.
Yep. 6 again.
Hartmann.
Same. I go for it. I go with the one on the ground. Really trying to end this one. 15. 2.
Alright. You cut its head off.
Nice! Piece of shit.
Alright.
He flies off. You have 7 pterodons. They're still wheeling around up in the air, but they're staying like out of any conceivable range. So
Nice.
shooting at them is just going to waste a bolt. Let's see.
Let's,
Hang on. 5 times 8 is what?
5 times 8 would be 40.
40. Yeah. Alright, split forger experience between the two of you.
200.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty rad.
That is pretty rad, ain't it?
We don't need Sork.
Yeah.
And now that they're a little bit farther off, you hear like a distant, like not too far off, is like a, someone fucking help!
Okay. Let's get the horse. Hey, the body of the pterodon, nothing
Come in
special.
from over the cliff's edge. It's not that far away.
Can we keep-
You don't really need to bring the horse with you.
Can I... Okay.
Just grab its head and stick it on the corner of the wagon.
I want to grab... Yeah, I want to grab it like for Din Din tomorrow tonight.
Pterodactyl meat's not terribly good.
That's okay. It's meat. Meat is meat, right? My guy doesn't care. He's a scavenger.
Okay, and so we go to the edge. Like,
You-
well, obviously I take all the rope off the...
As you
pterodon.
would guess, there is indeed a pterodactyl nest down there with a couple little chicklings. That Sork is in the nest and he's doing his best to like keep them at bay with a stick he found.
Oh, how'd you get in this mess? Sork, what the hell you doing?
Will you just shut up and hand me a rope and get me the hell out of here?
Go help them. I'll keep guard.
You dangle a rope down to him.
Drop down a rope, and I'm like, Sork, grab it.
You
You
pull
see
Sork
anything
back
in the
up.
nest?
Alright, you've retrieved your Sork and you've defeated the pterodons, and it's pretty much getting dark now.
Is
It's
there a baby?
sunset.
Yeah, you just...
Dude,
Yeah,
how
there's
small
a
are
couple
they?
little chicklings. They're gonna die because unless
If you
you
take
leave them
them-
the fuck alone and
They're-
allow the
they're baby
pterodons to come
chicks.
back. You have no ability to take care of baby pterodons.
Oh man.
Like, I have animal handling, but I don't think that counts.
Well,
Yeah,
is there
these
anything,
are, they're not like kind of the animals you're familiar with.
anything cool in the nest?
No,
Okay.
it's just this shitty little fucking nest dug into the side of a cliff.
Can we keep walking a little distance away to get away from the pterodons so that we can just...
Yeah, you can make another 5 miles before you've kind of out of energy and need to set up camp for the night. And plus,
Nice.
it's also getting dark, as I said.
Nice.
So,
And it starts to rain.
starts to rain.
Oh shit.
Not heavy rain, but just
Starts to sprinkle.
Yeah.
Alright, I say we just go down until we find a place that has a decent amount of coverage.
Alright, so you can make another 5 miles down the coast from where you were.
So we were here.
10, 5, 10. So you can make it to this grid here.
That's good. Alright.
Yeah, alright. And let me check out something.
Damn dang old pterodon.
Alright. So you set up a little camp. You don't really have any tents or anything. So unfortunately you're a little exposed to the rain. I guess y'all could like huddle up under the edge of the cart a little bit and
Yeah, just
hold some shit over y'all. Building and maintaining a fire will be a little bit of a bitch.
We ain't got no tents. We ain't got nothing. No shelter around us. No caves. No,
No.
natural formations.
No, you're on the edge of a fucking cliff.
Oh man.
Like I said, if there might be some trees and boulders, but they're all small and scraggly and not really useful for that kind of shit. The horse might appreciate it.
We got any carts?
You just have the
Oh,
wagon.
sorry, no. We got any tarps?
Tarps. No,
Not
I don't
tarps.
believe y'all have ever purchased anything along those lines.
Remember to get a tarp. That way we can sleep in the back and just like throw it over some rope or something.
Eventually you can pay to either get a better wagon or like have someone install a
right.
cover over it or something.
Yeah. We should get covered later. Anyway,
Okay. So are you still gonna go through with the plan about the tequila? now that you've stopped for the night?
What's the tequila?
That would be a great time to do it, because Sork was so close, man. I think it's about time we open up that bottle of tequila.
Alright, get some rest, it'll help us get through this rain.
It'll keep us warm.
Okay.
Hey, I have I can't get a fire started, can I? No.
Like I said, you're able to get a fire started. It's just, it's going to be constantly sputtering and kind of a bitch to keep
Let
going.
me cook up some of that pterodactyl.
It tastes like total shit.
Awesome.
But you don't, like, I guess you slightly less waste of your daily rations.
Alright, so
Like, you need the tequila after trying to eat that shit.
we need tequila to wash down all that terrible pterodactyl jerky.
Woo!
Alright, so start taking some shots. I go to my herbalism kit and I pull out all those vials and I'm like, hey, look at these. Fill it
Cheers,
up.
boy.
As soon as I open up a bottle of tequila, the giant snake inside starts slithering out.
Well, we'll find out in a couple of days exactly how this little beachside tequila party is going.
Well, hey everybody, it's your old pal King Waspinator here. We're doing a little shift in the formatting of how we're going to be putting out episodes of Tabletop IRL. We're just going to try it out. It's been a little bit way too long having to process and upload and edit full-size session videos, so we're going to chop them into 2 parts. And so part 2 of session 6, where we get to some pretty deep cuts out of Sork's background and how it ties into some of the greater mysteries that are going on with the campaign so far, and both in relation to the Dragon of ICESPIRE's peak itself, and to the mysterious Devastation Orb. So be sure to check that out. It should be ready Tuesday morning, Tuesday evening, hopefully. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and ring the bell, and give me all your money, and sign over the rights to your firstborn child, to me, and to perpetuity. And I know